Hey, Catastrophes here again. Yesterday I know was a more serious type of vlog, and today is going to be a more serious type of vlog too, because, I don't know, I've been thinking a lot, and I don't know, I felt like this would be something that I would want to make a vlog about because it means so much to me. This has been said a million times before, but there's something that resonates in everything. Something that breathes life into you and takes it out. Something that lets you think and lets you not, lets you let go of the thoughts that you held so long and lets them flow back into your brain, perhaps in a more or less organized fashion. Something that lets you be inspired and lets you be so sad and so happy and everything. And it's something that I call art. And I don't know, I've never really said this to anybody before, but along with saving my life, art killed me, and it raised me back from the ashes I was so I could become who I am today. And life is a constant form of dying and rebirth, and art resonates into that. It allows it to happen, because art is life, art is everything, and everything is art. Everything is art. When you read a book, that's art. When you draw a picture, that's art. When you listen to a piece of music, that's art. The way you listen to a piece of music is art. Whether you're listening for the drums or the bass or the guitar, whether you're feeling the way it resonates in your chest, listening to the singing, hearing the vibrato, or playing it yourself and feeling it in every ounce of your being, the way you breathe in and it goes to your stomach and your diaphragm expands and you can breathe and it's okay, everything's okay suddenly, and then nothing's okay. Because it acknowledges that everything is there. That includes the pain, it also includes the beauty. Without the beauty, there cannot be ugly. Without the ugly, there can't be beauty. Without the pain, there cannot be anything wondrous. And that's why art is there. It's the mixing of all of this, the mashing of them together, the clang, when the music doesn't go the way you planned, and you are so frustrated because it's not as beautiful as you wanted, but it is. It's more beautiful. In every little raw bit of life there is art, or at least the potential for there to be art. When people say that you're ugly, you are. When people say you're not, you still are ugly. But when people say you're beautiful, you are. When people say you're not, you're everything. You are art. And don't let anybody... Life is acknowledging the fact that there are days that you're not gonna look good. And there are days that you're gonna look amazing, and days that people are gonna say you're an ugly fuck when you know you're not, and days where you believe them. And there's art in all of that. There's art in saying, fuck you, you're wrong, I'm a wonderful person. There's art in accepting and believing them. I'm not gonna stand here and say everybody's beautiful, because everybody's ugly in the same way that everybody's beautiful. Everybody wants the inspirational fucking, you know, you're beautiful, don't let them bring you down. But in letting them bring you down, it lets you realize that you are beautiful as much as you are ugly. If you let them bring you down, you are also letting you bring yourself up. You can't let them say that you're beautiful without acknowledging that you're ugly as well. You can't let them say you're ugly without acknowledging you're beautiful. Everybody has ups and downs and turnarounds and beliefs and lack thereof and a God and not. There are agnostics and Buddhists and beautiful people and ugly people, and all of these things mashed together in one person, and that person is you. That person is your friend who sits beside you, maybe as you watch this video or maybe as you don't. This is, your life is a breath. Don't waste it. It's only a breath, an intake of the world. And then the world lets it go, and your soul, if you have one, will fly out. You have to acknowledge that everyone is right and nobody is right. You have to acknowledge that in every breath of the world, in every life that is given, there's another taken away. And life is expanding, and it will end soon. Life is the longest thing you'll ever experience. It's also the shortest, because it's the only thing you have. And I can't tell you if there's an afterlife or a before this life, or if this is the only thing you will ever experience. And I can't tell you that. You have to draw the conclusion, and that conclusion can come from anything, whether you acknowledge that anything is art or not. The Bible, I guess you could say sometimes I really do hate the Bible, because it caused so much shit in my life. I lived in Texas for 4 years. I was expected to be Christian. I wasn't Christian. My parents were Christian. We were freaking heathens of the town. But you know what? They had a right to believe that. And I had a right to not. If you let people bring you down and let them stop you from enjoying the life you have been given, or you have taken, or you have simply sat upon, then what's the point? You know, do what you want, do what you will. Take my advice or totally ignore it. Think I'm a crazy fucktard, or think that I love everything or hate everything. Think I'm goth or emo or preppy or hippie or hipster or whatever. Think any of those things. Please do. Think those things, because that's what makes the world go round. I'm not going to change anything. I don't expect to change anything. But I do hope that I can make art, even if nobody reads it. Just for me, in a selfish existence that a human has, that anybody has, that anything has. There's still art, and art is what I live for. Art is what so many people live for. Art is what people make vlogs for, that people have read again and seen again and again and again. Art isn't economics or the fucking ecosystem or whatever. It's your life. You live it as you please. Art will be there in the end, the beginning, and it will never be there. Art is cheap. It's everywhere. Because if art weren't everywhere, then we wouldn't see anything. It's just, art is in the way you look at things. When you see that somebody has stretched lobes and think, well, that's kind of gross, that's art too. If they stretch them wrong, whatever, that's them. That's how they chose to do it. That's it. I mean, I can rant about how stupid everybody is and how unbelievably idiotic humanity is, but at the same time, it's the smartest thing I've ever seen. It's the stupidest and smartest thing ever. Art resonates in all of this, and it lets you breathe, and it lets you think. Have you ever listened to a piece of music and just felt like all of a sudden you can breathe, finally, after forever, like you finally learned after coming out of the womb how to breathe? You ever felt like when you listen to this piece of music and it's all these sounds clanging together, sometimes even the same song, and it's crushing you and you can't breathe? And that's a new experience too. Art is experience, and you experience everything. And you experience nothing. Your experiences mean nothing to the next generation. Or the generation after that. Eventually you will be forgotten. Everybody will be forgotten. This life will end and we'll just be a blip. As my drama teacher said, after our lives is the sound of a snap. Nothing. Nothing exists. It could all just be in your mind and no reality really exists, or it could all be everywhere. Everything. I don't know what this life is, and I don't know what this life will turn out to be. I don't know if I'm going to end up pursuing my dream and being a tattoo artist, or if I end up being something completely different. I don't know if I'm going to hate my life or love it. I just hope I can experience it. This is coming from a 14-year-old girl, and I'm so full of shit right now. Art is just art, life is just life. Just accept it. You can change things, and that's what makes the world go round, changing or staying the same. Life is change, and it's the consistency in the change, the lack thereof. It's completely random, and if you don't accept the fact that life is just going to be life, and your life will end eventually, you'll never be happy, and some people aren't meant to be happy. I don't know, I'm not here to be an inspirational speaker. I'm not here to be your little guideline. I'm not Blake Bliss. I'm not going to tell you everything's okay, because it's not. Not if you don't want it to be. This is Cassie Catastrophes with the longest video I've probably ever made, and I'm signing off. Love you.